Minneapolis, St. Paul, Twin Cities, Minnesota, MNTC Radio, Minnesota's number one indie music radio station. Get that!
Yeah, man, it's definitely going down. It's the Power Hour. It's Mr.Music, man. You know how I get down. Inferno's not here today. Tanky's not here today. Cat's kind of sick. You know how that goes, so I ain't mad at him. Hey, man, but this interview right here, I've been waiting on this for a minute. And I'm kind of weird about meeting people because a lot of artists ask me questions, and when they get here, they start acting funny and shit, or I see them, I don't like they vibe. But Buddy here, he's came with his mans and shit, and everything been all good, man. AK Phil, what's the word, baby?
Yo, what it do? I appreciate you for having me on.
Hey, it's all love. Now, the first question I want to ask, I'm a Liberian nigga, so when I hear AK-40, I'm thinking about AK-47 right away, so.
Nah.
How'd you get your name, bro?
It's pretty much going back to our old roots. A king from the fields.
Oh, you know what's crazy? When any person hears that off the rip, like AK Fields, I think like a street nigga, they're gonna be like, okay, AK-47 or something. Yeah. I was not expecting you to say that.
They assume gang music.
That's dope. That's dope. Now, where are you from originally?
Chicago.
And how long have you been here for?
I've pretty much actually been here my whole life, but I was born there but raised here.
Now let's take it back real quick. When you first started making music, not even when you first started making music, when you first remember your first moment, whether it was enjoying a song or dancing, how old was you? I'm asking questions like that, bro.
Yeah.
Taking you back.
Yeah, for real. I was like 3 maybe?
Okay.
Like I was listening to Master P, Jay-Z, like all the old school stuff.
Okay. And then at what point did you say, like, you know what? I want to try doing this myself.
When I was about like 16 or so.
Okay.
'Cause I've always been in love with music. It's always been something that I really felt a connection to.
Okay.
But I didn't even want to do music at first, to be honest. In like 6th grade, my uncle, he was doing music himself. He had his own booth and studio.
All right.
He asked me to join in, but I said nah, cause I didn't think that I could do it myself. I like listening to it, but I didn't think I had the voice for it myself.
Right.
But I gave it a chance.
It's weird the first time you hear your voice on wax. It's mad weird.
Yeah, but I gave it a chance one day, and I just been in love ever since.
Dope. Now, I'm kind of skipping a question, but I do want to ask you this: does J. Cole influence your music, or are you a J. Cole fan?
I am. He influences.
I was listening to your joint. I was like, yo, especially the Be Smooth joint. I was catching them vibes, B. I was catching them vibes. I was like, I wonder if my man's rock with Cole, because I don't think you sound like him, but I hear influence there. Yeah. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you're 16 years old, you're starting to get into music. You know how parents can. I'm Liberian. You know my parents. They be bugging over anything music. How was your parents taking to you at 16 years old when to get into music?
They actually didn't care all that much. They supported me, but they thought. Actually, come to think about it, my mom wanted me to focus on other stuff. She didn't think that, not that she didn't believe in me, but she wanted me to focus on like college and doing regular job stuff.
Yeah,
but
the norm, as I call
it. Yeah, that typical parent stuff. They want you to focus on other stuff.
How were you able to stay focused on the music from then? How, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you right now?
23.
How was you able to stay focused from then to then, knowing your parents didn't really want, or your mom didn't really want to support that at the time? Because that ain't easy, man. Yeah. When you're doing some of your career, even if you're working a job at McDonald's, your people's like, oh, your shit is shitty. It's like, damn, nigga, I'm trying to do my, you know what I mean? So how was you able to handle that and just keep it moving from then to now?
Yeah, no disrespect to moms, but...
yeah, but disclaimer out there.
But, you know, like, you can't do what other people want you to do that would make them happy. You have to do what makes you happy. Music is what made me happy, so I had to follow my heart.
You know why it's making me smile, man? Because I just watched. Have y'all watched This Christmas with Chris Brown before? The Christmas movie.
No.
Where the mom didn't want him to sing, and he had to tell her like, "Yo, I can't. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me."
Yeah.
It's the same thing you say. Now, one thing I gotta say that I like about you, man, I watch a lot of Minnesota artists, especially on Twitter, so I'm verified on this. So I'll just watch people on Facebook. I watch people. One thing I like about you is Minnesota. To me, is like this big old bucket of crabs, as they call it.
Yeah.
And some cats are just stuck in that barrel, you know what I mean? With you, I don't see you beefing with rappers on your Facebook. No. I don't see you getting caught up in this who's the best list. I'm like, this little nigga, yeah, he cold. I admire that because I feel like it's a level of being humble and humility. A lot of cats don't have here as artists, but they want to be higher up. But they don't want to keep themselves cool at a level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I prefer seeing everybody shine, like real like the way
we're gonna talk about that. I don't want to see everybody shine.
Well,
We're gonna talk. Go ahead.
Like there's levels to it, but the way I think about it is like, at least on my team and people close to me, like even outside of my team, but if one of us gets on, that's easier for all of us to get on.
I trust that.
Like I represent Push Records. I want all of us to eat. It's not just AK Fields, AK Fields.
Okay.
I need Push Records as a unit to really make it out here.
Now, see what I like about that is, so I've been through a couple of teams, my radio career. I used to do management and stuff. What I like about what you said is, you're talking about your team. Now, my issue with teams is not talking about y'all. You have a team, and not talking about y'all, and then somebody's popping on the team. And I say air quote team when I say this. And then the artist over here who's on the team is low-key mad that this artist getting more attention. Even some of their managers get mad. I'd be like, yo, B, you supposed to be in the background anyway. You ain't supposed to be like Diddy and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I like that you set up, because I see what happens over here. A lot of people will go through the cycle of joining teams. They get hated on after they said they're a team. They build them up, and then they hate them, get rid of them, and they go through that cycle again. Then you know, they're like, fuck everybody. I don't want to do music. I want to do my own thing. When they come back to doing music, they have a fuck you attitude to people, and people don't understand why.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So having that mentality you have is very good to have, especially at 23 years old. I think it's a selfish culture right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say that,
especially with Minnesota, like the vibe here is like not many people want to see everybody go up.
I wasn't born here, right? I was born in the East Coast. When I came here, I had a hard time adjusting, right? Even now, I still have a hard time. I'm very direct. I don't do the sugarcoating bullshit. If I don't like you, you are and you here, I will tell you on air I don't like you. That's just how I am. I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with people here. I don't know if it's because the black culture is weird here. No disrespect to our culture, but it's some weird shit that happens in the black culture here that I didn't see happen in New York and Jersey. Like,
yeah, like they don't treat it like other states, like Chicago, Atlanta. Like those are real like music states that like build and lift each other. Like it's different here.
And the cultures here are weird. I've never been to a state where they have a Cajun restaurant and Asian people are cooking fucking Cajun food.
Man.
I'm just being honest. I got Asian brothers, so there's no
Yeah.
disrespect, but it's weird here. I've never been to a state where they have these hip hop stations, but there's white boys that are like the hosts of these hip hop shows. If you go to Chicago, New York, or Atlanta, if they got a white boy on air, he's usually like behind somebody else. Now, I mean, you couldn't have a Peter Parker or N.I. on air here for the main hip hop show. Nobody's saying shit here. So when I came here, I'm just like, what's going on with niggas?
Yeah.
Now, something I didn't know when I moved here, Chicago's a big city. Have you ever thought about going back to Chicago to like kind of move around, see how you could jig over there with your music? Or
I do kind of think about it like that, but my type of music is not really Chicago's vibe.
okay.
But then
It's
again,
a
I'm
big
not really
market over there. There's a market for everything over there. Always
Yeah.
remember, it's a big market for everything. And the only reason I suggest Chicago is because the niggas I believe in like you, I feel bad for y'all that y'all have to be artists in Minnesota.
Yeah.
That sound fucked up, but
it makes sense though.
I feel like the most talented niggas here get the most hate. That's gonna happen to anything.
It's because nobody really respect Minnesota music though. Like,
but at what point does it change?
that's what I'm trying to do.
Like it's like 6 solid niggas right now from Minnesota that go 95 to not play. Y'all that's listening, y'all know my beef with people, so this ain't nothing new to y'all. They haven't played your record. They haven't played a new record from Prince Williams. They haven't played a new record from Prince Riley. They haven't played no new records from that guy Soda. And all these records I'm talking about from y'all are all bangers. Y'all are all under 24 years old. This is the future, the wave, the bottom, you know what I mean? Yeah. They ain't played not one record from y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Not
they
one.
Just
Even before you came or did anything, we was already playing your records before after we talked that day, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was hot. The culture is weird here. What we accept here is weird. People will be like, damn, you got me going now, B. People will be like, here, oh yeah, I fuck with Peter Parker, man. But when they see Peter Parker, he don't fuck with him at all. He he don't remember him. This is what happens over and over and over again. And then they'll just overlook like the wise. You know who the Wiseman is? Yeah. They'll overlook the Wiseman. I support them. It's some issues there, but I support them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just think it's weird. Now, for you personally, where do you see yourself right now as far as music? I don't even want to say Minnesota. Where do you see yourself right now in the game? Because everybody, you never know where they're at till you really talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, I feel like I can lyrically hold my own with like actual famous rappers. like the new album I have coming out like January, February.
Yeah.
If you really listen to what I'm saying,
And
I can hold my own.
I ain't getting no exclusive. I need some exclusive.
I got you. You know, I got you. We actually got another music video coming out fairly soon.
Smooth. All right.
But yeah, honestly, I feel like I can hold my own.
Nah, I feel that. Now, something else I want to ask you about. Most people I know that your age, again, to y'all other niggas out here, I'm not dissing y'all using autotune. I'm just saying I want to know why he's not using it. I know there's a lot of niggas your age, they be using the autotune shit. And don't get me wrong, I like some of these songs. But with you, you're not using it, man. You young. I noticed that instantly, man. Was that something that you thought about, or your style just naturally went that way?
No, I don't.
I wanted to ask you that the first time you talked.
For years, I don't mess with autotune. I've done autotune like twice for another some songs just sound good with it, but I don't like where it's overpowering my natural voice.
Okay.
So there's a couple songs where I'll use it slightly, but no, I prefer my natural voice.
All right, Smooth. I want to take you back real quick. You started making music at 16, right? Now take me back to the first time you got in the studio to lay some vocals. What the hell was going through your mind, man?
I was scared. I had no idea of like how music really worked. I remember the first thing I laid down, I stole some Green Day lyrics. It was Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I was like, I heard that in Disney Disney World. I was like, that sounds dope. I want to rap that.
So you like a lot of music that's outside of hip hop.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I can't allow myself to stay trapped in one genre.
I think when somebody likes multiple ranges of music, that makes their music more universal, whether it's through their lyrics or production or the songwriting. You know what I'm saying? Now, who's some people that you currently will want to work with in Minnesota, producers or rappers?
In Minnesota,
if there's any, because you remember, nigga, I don't like none of these niggas.
Yeah, there's this videographer, 13 Visions. Is that his name?
Visuals.
Yeah, 13 Visuals. Yeah. Them. I mess with Too Legit with Huncho One. Y'all need to check him out too.
Huncho, did he be rapping with Prince Riley and them? Or am I tripping? No, I'm thinking about Huncho Nemo.
Nah, yeah. Who else? I got a record with Righteous MC. If you heard of him. I mean, I'm willing to work with anybody. How do you pronounce the dude's name? Cybot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to work.
I ain't heard of before.
Cybot,
yeah.
Oh, he popping in
Germany.
Germany.
He really popping.
In Germany.
I'm willing to work with anybody that's willing to like treat their music serious. Like, this ain't a hobby. Okay. This is a lifestyle. We need to treat it as such. Like, this is how we're trying to get bills paid.
Now, what's funny is we always talk about on this show, and I have to tell you this, we always talk about artists being serious. Now, when you say serious, and the reason I want you to be clear is because some of these niggas think that posting on Facebook all day is being serious.
Yeah.
So when you say being serious, just break that down a little bit more for them.
Like, actually putting in the work to, like, really perform shows. You need to market yourself. You need to really be out there. Like, it's not just the social media part. You really need to actually market yourself, get out there.
Networking, grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that.
For real.
Now, is there any moguls in the game that you looked up to where you was coming up? Because y'all came up in a different era. So when we was coming up, we was looking up to, like, you know, Russell Simmons and this and that. But now y'all, like, the Baby and Lil, I mean, they coming up with no labels, really, man. It's like they drop something, it's just hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's different for y'all. Like, even when we was young, we had TRL and Once It's a Park. Y'all just drop something on YouTube and that's it. Like, ain't no 106 in Park. You guys are the 106 in Park now. How did that influence with how you release your music? If that makes sense. Now, you know what I'm trying to ask you?
No.
Like, how do you feel growing up in this new era affects how you release your music personally?
Oh. I mean,
for us, we had to wait for that CD to come on a date and ask my mom for $20 and walk to the store and all that. And now it's like, nigga, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music.
Yeah, not. I mean, to be honest, it is easier, but I do kind of miss CDs.
Okay.
Hashtag bring CDs back. But no, for real, like, it is easier, but it just depends on, again, how you market yourself.
Okay. Now, when you moved here, you came from Chicago, right? What city did you move to?
We went to, I think, Hopkins first, but we've been spending the majority of our lives in Brooklyn Center and Brooklyn Park.
Now, how do you feel about Brooklyn Center just in general? I spent some time over there. I'm Liberian, so you know. I was just over there ordering some cassava leaf the other day. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that place over there? And more so, how do you feel about rappers that are from there but don't claim those cities. That's one of the reasons outside of the music I fuck with that guy Soda, because he'll be all from the north side. Niggas be like, no, nigga, I'm from like 63rd and Zane, nigga. He'll be like, I'm from, that's why I live my whole life,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you need to be proud of where you
You
from.
gotta be proud where you from, man.
Like, even not even where you from, like where you raised. Because you can
Right.
be from somewhere and raised different. Like, I rep Minnesota.
That
I
makes
say
sense.
I'm from Chicago, but I always rep Minnesota.
That's word.
This is where I really need to put on.
That's word. Now let's talk about this new album that I ain't got yet, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. What's the name of that joint?
It's called Summer Soul.
Now, why'd you name it that?
Because every song on there is vibe type music that you would want to listen to on a summer night when you driving by yourself.
Okay.
Like you just want to relax and lose yourself. That's the type of music I'm trying to make.
So it sounds like you're trying to create a vibe that's not only for Minnesota, but more universal to the world.
Yes, sir.
Because y'all ain't been here. This is not a hot state. You talking about
Yeah.
summer vibes, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to make it timeless.
So just take me through real quick. Like, if you're writing a song and somebody wants to feature with you, are you the type of artist that likes to get in the studio with them to vibe with them, or you might just hear a song and they send you open verse? Y'all do it that way.
We don't necessarily need a vibe
And then we know it's
together.
COVID and all the other.
Yeah, there's that also factors, but we don't necessarily need a vibe like together in it. Like if you want me to song, just send me open verse, send me.
Oh, so you open like that?
Yeah.
See, when I used to manage artists, I was kind of like an asshole. I'm like, look, nigga, if you don't like this nigga, you ain't gotta do shit with him.
I mean, yeah. If I don't like to do it, I'm not gonna make no song with him.
Okay,
But
that makes sense.
but yeah, if you want me to song, and if I mess with you, then I'm down.
Now here's the question I gotta ask you, man. You a youngin', but who you remind me of? Cause you one of these young smart niggas. It's a couple niggas. I can tell when niggas are smart. Roddy Ricch, he's a young smart nigga.
Yeah.
Even though Juice WRLD is gone, I felt like he was a young smart
yeah,
nigga.
he
You
was.
remind me of Juice WRLD a lot, man. When you look at this shit now, man, where do you see yourself in a few years? And the reason I ask you that because I feel like your peers are just, they make different music from you. Their shit is auto-tuned out. Yeah. Like the people, like your generation, they're auto-tuned out. It's very...
And there's a lot of Minnesota rappers trying to do Chicago drill rap. I'm sick and tired
Let's
of
talk
this.
about that. Okay. Man, he done, man, y'all know how to talk about this shit here.
There's too many rappers up. Listen, if you're not from Chicago, stop making drill music. Just
I'm trying to-
stop pretending you a drill rapper. Just let it go.
Man,
Be
you bringing up
original.
good shit.
I'm tired of the lack of originality.
And so we're going to go over our time in this show. We usually go at 15 minutes, but we having a good conversation. We at 18 minutes, kind of how it goes. My thing with drill is I don't even know how I feel about it yet. I feel like it's a waste of music. The first time I heard FBG Duck, and I've heard drill music before that, but when I saw his video for Slide, B.
You want to
And I'm from the hood of Staten Island. I've been here for a minute, but I'm like, this is not what music is for.
No.
This music y'all making is to create death.
100%.
Fast. And
Yeah.
where's Duck at? And no disrespect to him, you know what I'm saying? I just look at that shit like, because even now, there's Ghanaian drill music.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that.
There's
They
Ghanaian
sound
drill
like
music. There's
Pop
London
Smoke.
drill music. There's this drill music. And I'm like, how many of you kids are for real, or are you guys being a fucking 6ix9ine?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all 6ix9ine. Is what
Oh,
it is.
you-
Like,
oh,
it's
word,
100%
oh,
all
word.
6ix9ine. Like,
I don't pay attention, man. Like, even, like, this might sound so ignorant. I don't really listen to Lil Durk.
Really? I mean, for me, my
And maybe he's not drill no more. All I knew was he was a drill rapper, and the first song I heard, I was like, oh, that was it for me. I know some came out with Drake that iHeart want me to play. I was like, I'm not gonna play it. But yeah, man, I feel like the drill shit is just it's too much violence. I feel like black people, Africans, we've been through that enough. So to have a music, and don't get me wrong, I understand there's niggas that live that lifestyle that want to hear that, but some of this shit don't even make sense to me. Let me be honest. Hold on, pause. G Herbo, my man swear he's cold. Nigga, I heard some album last week from this nigga, man. I'm like, can he even stay on beat, man?
Yeah.
Like what's going on here? It's hard for me to connect with that shit. I came from a street background, but not from that drill music type of background where it's like, they don't even make sense to me.
like, even if you're from the hood, you don't have to trap yourself into listening to just that. Like, I'm also from Chicago, but I still listen to rock and
You
roll.
one of them smart Chicago niggas. I can just tell by how you talk now. As far as Chicago, you know how much violence goes on there.
Yeah.
How has that affected you and your family anyway, if you don't mind telling us?
That's exactly why my parents moved me out here.
Oh, there you go. It affected y'all so strong that you had to get up out of there.
Yeah, I was real young when they moved me out here because they just didn't want me being a part of that type of lifestyle.
No, that makes sense to me. What's crazy to me is I'm a big Twister fan. When I first moved here, I didn't know much about Chicago from the East Coast. You know, I used to whoop my ass in the fucking NBA every year and shit. Anyway, when I first moved here, my neighbor, he was a big Twister Crucial Conflict fan.
Yeah.
Coming from the East Coast, I didn't really know who them niggas was. He gave me this Twister CD. It's called Adrenaline Rush.
Yeah.
I listened to this CD in 96, 97. I'm like, damn, nigga, Chicago sound worse than New York. Ooh, ooh. Then you listen to that album now, 20-some years later, it's still relevant to everything going on in Chicago, B.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy to me. All that murder shit he was talking, all that crazy shit in the West Side, South Side, is still going on.
Yeah. And
Now, let's talk about Be Smooth, man.
Yeah.
When you was writing this joint, how did you come up with the concept for it?
Like,
And the reason I asked that because the bars you was spitting, I felt like you was in a certain mental place to be spitting like that, you know what I mean?
yeah, like, the whole thing is a vibe. Like, when I first listened to the beat, I was like, nah, I gotta ride this. I gotta ride this beat. That's why the whole thing is just smooth with it. Like, that's why it's called Be Smooth. Just
I had to make sure
relax.
you was assigned to Dreamville Records after I heard that joint. I was like, you got the sound, man. You got that vibe. And again, you was young. I was waiting for that auto-tune. I was like, oh shit, buddy.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So without no further ado, man, introduce your song, man.
Be Smooth. This is pretty much about being smooth. You can't let yourself you can't feel no type of way besides relax. Can't let nobody take you off guard. You just be smooth with it.
Let's
like,
get it.
really listen.
You could have came with a harder drop.
Yeah.
That was Be Smooth by you right there. And I gotta say, that joint is hot.
Thank
now,
you.
you being 23 years old, you being from Chicago, being here in Minnesota, nigga, how does it feel to hear your shit on iHeartRadio, B?
Is that, bro? I was telling them I was excited to do this. I was excited to hear it on the radio because I've always wanted my music on the radio.
For sure.
Like, that should be a lot of rap artists, up and coming artists, like, dream. Like, it means a lot to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I feel like right now is a good time for you because right now in Minnesota, it's getting kind of weird with the media outlets. I don't know if y'all paying attention to that. So there's no more city pages. There's no more Go 95.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
That just canceled down.
So it's important that we create these platforms for y'all to be able to come in. The hot artists, y'all garbage niggas, we don't care about talking. Y'all get in here, let's be clear. But the hot artists, we want y'all to be able to come in here. And actually, as well, we got a TV show that's coming out you're going to be part of, too. Cause we turn my co-host, he forcing us, like, no, nigga, we got to make this a TV show, man. TV show. So,
hey, that'd be dope. I'm actually getting into acting myself.
Oh,
me and my people from high school, we actually filming a show right now. That's where I came from earlier. It's called Capri. Be on the lookout for that.
Oh, yeah, keep me posted, bro.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing video mixes and all that, man. So we got to stay connected. Now, before we get out of here, they probably like, damn, nigga, this little nigga is cold. How can I get a hold of you, bro?
You can find me on every single social media platform under AK Fields 1. Again, that's AK Fields 1. Make sure you follow me. I got nothing but vibe music coming up. In fact, any music you like, I got it. We doing all types of genres. Don't worry about it.
Hey, man, it's definitely going down. This your man, Mr.Music, AK Fields. I've been trying to tell y'all niggas for at least 4 or 5 months. It's a new wave in Minnesota music. All them old niggas and shit, they still cool, but I gotta move for the new niggas, man. The new niggas is here, so this is just part of that movement, man. It's Mr. Music, Power Hour, AK Fields. We out of here, baby. Let's get it.
Thank you.